I apologize. I haven't been. I apologize for not posting for 5 days straight. Just been under the weather. I've been sick since. Well, I was sick on Thursday. Just have this nasty flu or whatever going around. So, but I do want to apologize. But we're gonna play some OG Fortnite, and then maybe if there's time, cause I gotta see how I feel with how much time I'm gonna spend on streaming tonight, and then but if there's time, maybe hop on some regular battle royale, or maybe just only do OG or something. I don't know. But we got. I'm gonna see how I feel. I'm trying to go for an hour. That's my limit right there. So I'm trying to go for an hour if I can make it an hour. If not, it's because I couldn't, you know. Okay, I am gonna try. Or if I can, if it's possible. If not, then I won't be able to. And my every time I stream, I always at least try to go for an hour, 1 hour to 2 hours at most, depending on the time scenario. If it's depending on when I start, like an hour and a half, you know. I like to do 2 hours, more so than an hour, but I always at least try doing 1 hour out of that, if I'm able to. So I am gonna try to do an hour. That's what I'm gonna be reaching for. No, let's go Fatal Fields. Yeah. Actually, we'll go Lucky Landing. Actually, we'll see how. We'll see. Okay, so it looks like we probably do have one heading to oh, we got a couple going to Lucky Landing. I honestly don't even remember the last time I played Fortnite, honestly. Probably the last time I played it was when I streamed it last, probably. I was thinking about going there, but let's see. Oh, I know where he's going. Oh, that's probably, yeah, fall damage. I'm gonna be probably super slow, everything, because I'm not feeling 100% still, but minigun and thermal. Okay, so we got C4 there. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do a dramaless. I'm not gonna lie, I used to love the scout rifle. I used to love the scout rifle a lot. That was like one of my guns that I like would always go for. I forgot how like strong the the drum gun is. Do we have? Okay, no, we don't. Alright. I am not really good with a sniper. Well, let's use it. You know, I was talking, like, well, like, not with anyone, for a couple of days, but, or maybe it was on my stream when I asked this question, but I was like, you know, I wonder what they're gonna do when they get to the 10th season. Are they gonna do, like, chapter 2 or something? I hope that they stick with like chapter 1 stuff, because I'm not really liking the newest seasons, honestly. What is that? Dual wield? Probably not. Okay, so we can't go that way. Oh, that was like... I was not expecting that. That probably was a computer generated bot, but if not, I was still not expecting that to be a one-shot. Alright, let's go check this, the screen, so... I'm surprised nobody broke this down. Yeah, we don't need the launch pad. I'll go bolt action still. I used to be probably like, there's like a sniper that I really liked. I think it was like the semi-auto, or like the 10 round sniper. I think it was called the semi-auto one, but I used to honestly use that a lot, and then I stopped really using snipers because the whole thing of like people using snipers was more so about just grab the most overpowered weapon and use it. Which, I mean, that's every game out there, but it was also more like, hey, like, the new probably meta or whatever was like, shoot somebody with your shotgun and then switch to your SMG. Which it sort of gave out, like, it sort of made you not use your AR as much, I feel like. And so that was honestly, and I still think that's like the meta still to this day, of like, grab a shotgun, and then, or like, for the OG season, it's like, grab a pump, one tap, and then switch to your SMG. I think it used to be, probably back when they, before, I don't know if they took it out now or not, if it's still in there, but the play used to be, just run around with 2 shotguns. If there wasn't a delay, then why use any other weapon, you know what I mean? I mean, you probably like run an AR, and then when they get close, or you're close enough to them, then use 2 shotguns, you know? Maybe we didn't have to spend, well, probably should have, but whatever. You know, I just feel so slow right now playing. We haven't even found some more minis, you know? Since when we landed, it was like nothing else. I think that is just a blue tack. And I will take more of these minis, fill up my mini slot. Okay. Well, my luck every time I go to the vending machines here is like always been common. Okay, I think we are okay. If anything, like, we can just buy another one if... Oh, actually, I'll take that and fill it up, or... Wait, wasn't there a season, I could be wrong, but was there a season that, that big pots weren't in there, or was that, like, back when Fortnite Battle Royale first came out? Alright. Okay, we may have to use our launch pad. So, Get to the pot, and there's a big pot. Okay. Probably won't. Yeah, we probably couldn't meet it. But, you know, it's whatever. I wanna try to get to the supply drop if it's possible. Somebody... It's either somebody's over there by wailing words, or that's just a drop crown. It's probably just a drop crown, I would assume. Hey, we found a llama. Okay. I see someone. Yep. They had the same idea as us. Yeah. Oh, for a second, I actually thought somebody built that. For a second. Let's make it up here. Oh, I thought he was actually gonna move that spot. I hit him 105. I think he just has like 95 health left. Unless if he has a Slurpee. Or a Slurp. I said Slurpee. I hit him again. That was such a delay. That was such a delay by that. That was such a delay. I know you're not stupid enough to... Got him. I didn't think I got him. But I'll take it. Drum gun. I'll take the drum gun though. I could see this actually going two ways. But if it's my luck, which is not gonna be good, I could see it. Well, we may have to go over here towards Risky Wheels. Yeah, I was right. I honestly would. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, this guy is not gonna leave me alone, is he? No, he's not. That's my chance to actually move. Come on. If it's... Yeah, I could actually see this where I would... I don't want it to be up there, but chances are it probably is. Okay, come on, give me... Okay, I thought there was something here. Okay, they're fighting, that's good. Okay. Yeah, I love that. It's... You know, I'm gonna do this. I was thinking about taking... I can't, man. There is a zipline over here, and I'm gonna have to take the zipline. I hate that so much. I hate this so much. Yeah, I don't... Oh. Yeah. That's not good for me. Yeah. Oh, we got a second. You know, that's the one thing that I really hate about Zero Build the most, is that it just feels like a lot of times that whoever has high ground, you pretty much automatically win. it just feels like that. At least that's how I feel. Especially when you play these the OG maps, you know, when you play them, it just feels like, yeah, you pretty much need high ground. And now just a terrible like circle towards the end. If it wasn't like if it wasn't like a high ground spot, I feel like I may have been okay. Let's see, what skin do I want to play? We'll do Summer Drift, why not? We'll do Summer Drift. The one thing I don't know if Fortnite has is, it probably does have this, but I don't know if it does or not, is, if it has it where, like, you can play against, not again, but, like, you play, like, a console pool, unless if you play with a, PC friend or something. You know, for some reason I'm feeling like Fortnite just does not do that, and they just throw like everybody into one game. That's kind of how I feel like. Like nowadays it feels like that. Well, let's go Tomato Town. Why not? You know, I don't like the one thing that I think would be cool with Fortnite, and they probably won't ever do this. I think it would be pretty cool, but if they have like different like OG seasons, right? Instead of like having a battle pass season like season 1, season 2, 3, only like 4 now or something, or 3 or whatever, I don't know. But instead of like having like that, is that you throw out like all these seasons, right? Like 10 seasons of like the OG, and then you keep the ones in there. Like if people want to play season 10, then like you keep that as a game mode, a fully fledged out game mode. If you want people, if people want to play season 9, 8, you know, all that. I don't know. I think that would be kind of cool. It's something that I know that they probably wouldn't do, because the whole thing is trying to like do a season out of that. But I think that would be pretty cool if they did something like that. Oh, suppressed pistol. And ask me why I did that. I honestly don't know why I did that. I honestly don't know what I like more, Tomato Town or Tomato Temple. Of course I was gonna like die. Yeah. I feel like I would be the only person to ever die by C4 and grenades in this game. It's whatever though. Well, it goes to show, we didn't get far with drift. I usually love using this skin a lot. Oh, you know, I didn't think about this at the time. And like, I never think about this, but maybe after a couple more rounds, maybe I can probably do the racing one. If they still have it, of course. But that game mode to me is just more like a love-hate. It's like I love it, I like it, but then I don't like it and I hate it. And like I could live without it, but at the same time it's like it's like a mode that's like kind of fun once in a while if you just want to like mess around and, you know, goof around with your buddies and all that. But I don't have any buddies, but that's okay. I do hate the fact that with the OG battle pass you don't get any V-Bucks. I understand why. I just hate that. I feel like maybe at least put in 500 V-Bucks at least, like just to be like generous, you know. But I feel like you're actually talking to a bunch of people that don't know what that word means, like a bunch of the game developers. I swear, if it wasn't for like microtransactions and battle passes and all that, I feel like games might be like a little bit better than they are now, you know. I came across a video like 2 or 3 days ago talking about like there's this like I think famous YouTuber or something, a streamer that was talking about like the golden age of like gaming, and in a way like I would say that the golden age of gaming, yeah, would be like the old days of gaming, because like the reason why I would agree to that statement, and it's not because like I played on Xbox 360 and I miss those days, which I do miss those days, but it's not that. I just think like the biggest reason is that a lot of us people that grew up playing like the original games of like and yeah, I can never get a break, you know, sweats. I love that. But I think it's because we grew up, like, people like us, we grew up in a different time of, like, you want to play games with, like, there was, like, couch co-op. That was, like, the biggest thing. You know, grabbing a game, getting the TV, and the rest was, like, snacks, like Mountain Dew or Doritos or whatever. And just playing with your brothers or friends or, like, whatever. You know, and I think, like, a lot of us enjoyed that. I think it was just more so of, like, enjoying the, I will go one more. I think it was just a lot of us enjoying that, like, fun that we don't have anymore. And I do think a part of it is that, yeah, like, we do grow up and we get busy, and the games that we were good at, we aren't good at anymore. And I think we get frustrated because we want to do very good in our games. And also, it's like the time, you know, like, not a lot of people back then have a lot of time now, you know. I know I don't have the time like I used to, and like I would love to have the time, but, you know, like, I think like that's something that, you know, we miss those days, you know. We miss having that special person, whether it's a boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, sons, daughters, you know, brother, sister, mother, father, grandma, grandpa, and playing, you know, like, I remember getting like a bunch of friends, like, not friends, like when I used to go to school, public school, and it was, you know, getting like 3 friends together, myself included, and playing like Mario Party, you know, like GameCube, and then like the Wii version, like, oh, that was like, those were fun. And then, like, hopping on like Halo 3, and I remember playing on my older brother's account, and I used to have like 2 friends, and they would sign in as guests, and we would play like Halo 3 for like hours, you know. And I think like we miss those days, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I do think, like, yeah, the games back then didn't focus hardly on giving us like a multiplayer story, or focus on mainly like the microtransaction things of things. They focus more on giving us a story that we can love for like many like years and generations to. And you know, like, I don't think like that's like talked about enough, and I don't think like a lot of that's like, I don't think that this generation would ever understand that. And I don't think like a lot of people that are you know, I don't think a lot of people from this generation understand the feeling. I think when a new generation of gamers come in, and you see like Fortnite dying off eventually, and you see maybe like the newer Call of Duty games like Black Ops 6, MW19 and like all that, you're gonna see like a lot of this generation come back and say, man, I miss those days. I wish I could go back. And right now it's, you know, all about this generation, so they hear us talk about it and they're like, oh, we don't want to hear you talk about that, but you know, you guys gonna go through it as well, you know. You're gonna like you're gonna miss a lot of stuff, and I don't even like the guy that missed so about it now. And you know, like, you guys are gonna go through it just like we went through it. And you know, like the Call of Duty Zombies story, if they go towards another generation, you're gonna like feel like sad that the story's ending. You know, it's just, one, it's life, yeah, but two, it's there's somebody right here, watch. That was all of my ammo. Two HP. Damn, leveling up a lot. But I do believe that, you know. You know, I do think, like, yeah, both generations of games do have the pros and cons. I think it's probably more so, like, you see a lot of hate for this generation of gamers and games because of the fact of, you know, you probably have like way too many like people that do nothing but spend time gaming, or way too many streamers, or you know, way too many content creators out there. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying, like, I think you have like way too many, so eventually like a game may just it may look fun, and then it may just end up being boring because of how people are treating a lot of these games. I think if we all just looked at games and didn't want to play them like they have to be, like every match has to be competitive, whether it's unranked or competitive, or ranked modes or unranked modes, or whatever you want to call them, you know, if it was just more so about, you know, that the unranked game modes actually were unranked and not filled with a bunch of sweats, I think maybe you probably would see like a different response to a lot of people. That's just how I feel about it. But you know, I'm not, like, I honestly, for me, I can only talk about myself, is that I don't enjoy multiplayer games as much as I used to. It's, yeah, my job to play multiplayer games, or to bring like content and all that. And who knows, maybe if I play more multiplayer games, maybe I pull in more audiences. But you know, I have to like be true to myself, and you know, be like, what makes me the most happy, playing online with a bunch of sweaty randoms, or playing against computer generated bots and, you know, having fun like that, you know. And you know, there isn't anything wrong, you know, like, I do enjoy, if I do get opportunity to play with some people, I do enjoy that a lot, you know, like whether it's clutch or soldier, or like, you know, like anyone that you know, I just think like, you know, it's just not really that fun to me. If I don't know if I could probably, yeah. I'll I got 5 bandages, so I do wish this map actually had some vehicles you can drive, but it has to be OG, so you know. I'm not complaining. It's you know. Was it worth it? We're about to find out if it was worth it or not. I guess in a way it was kind of worth it. But that, you know, that's how I feel. I don't think that there's anything wrong necessarily with competitive play. I just think the way that it is presented, I think it's wrong because it's like trying to force you into that competitive side, and instead of allowing players to play the way they want and their speed and all that, I think it's more so about trying to get as many people hooked and addicted to competitive play that it takes all the fun out of it. And so with that in mind, then you start having people that, you know, you start having toxicity like through the roof. You start having a whole lot of problems. And real quick and see if there's like more bandages and all that. And like to add on like to the like oh, you have got to be kidding me. Oh, it's still here. Sweet. You know, I would love to at least say, hey, you know, I tried this and, you know, I really enjoyed it, but deep down, you know, I'd be just lying to myself about that. You know, I mean, I will admit, like, I did enjoy Fortnite when it first came out, and was having a lot of fun, but that changed, you know, like, I really didn't get into it like the newest seasons, you know, like obviously when I got my PlayStation, I mean, I played towards the end a little bit off and on, but I played more so with on my Xbox and all that, and you know, it was just something that I look at and I'm like, Do I regret it now? Not really, but there would have been like some dances and skins to the battle pass I would love to have back. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't think I would have enough energy to actually want to complete the battle pass. Okay. I'm just going to use my bandages and take this one mini. Yeah, that's fine. That's probably the play here. Person had the same idea as me. Yeah. I don't actually think we are in the healthy. That sounded like a scar that he has. Isn't that? Yes, he does. Input, like, I don't want to like talk about this like a lot, but it just like makes a lot of sense why people would like talk about the difference between back then versus now. I mean, you have like a lot of differences. I just, you know, I just wish that the game developers honestly took their job probably a little bit more seriously than, serious than just being like, hey, you know, just throw out a free-to-play game and, or, like, just throw out the game and, oh, eventually there's gonna be like a battle pass and skins that you can buy and all that, and then it just turns into a money grab at that point. But, you know, it's, I guess, it is what it is, I guess, at this point. You ate that. You ate 2 hits. You ate that. Oh, we got a lot of XP. And I also do believe that crossplay is like the dumbest thing ever now. I mean, like, I feel like if crossplay worked the way that it should have, I would have been like, oh, you know, I don't think crossplay would have been that big of a deal, but it doesn't really work the way that it should or is intended to. Just like I think skill-based matchmaking does not work at all. Let's see. I think, no, where's that? Oh, right here. uh, Clutch used to, I think Clutch loves the skin, I think. You know, but it is true though, like you have like way too many people that are trying to be like #1 in like every single video game and trying to think that, oh, when I grow up I'll just turn into a YouTuber, a content creator, or just go into like a Fortnite tournament or Call of Duty tournament or Overwatch tournament or whatever tournament, win big money, and then just be like, oh, I don't have to go and get a job or do anything, just stay home and play video games, you know. And that's what, like, a lot of people I think look at games as like, that's like the thing to do nowadays. Is like, don't go outside, don't go get a job, don't do this and that, just play video games and screw like the responsibility. I mean, I mean, I'm not saying that about like everybody. I'm just saying like I just can't, you know, enjoy multiplayer games anymore. It's like I won't even ever touch an online fighter game because I know that I will lose every single game because of how sweaty fighting game is online and how unenjoyable and like no fun I would have there. Let's go Lonely Lodge. Let's see, I don't know if this is the final game or if I have one more in me. I made it an hour, so almost an hour. 3 minutes away. Actually, let's go there. Yeah, we'll go there. I guess, I mean, what I talked about was like, let's choose a, like, use a shotgun and then, I feel like, I could be wrong, but I feel like the SMGs and like, oh man, look how broken this tack is. Is that down below? We'll take one for now. Alright, we'll take two now. I think I'll stick with the attack SMG. I've been hearing like a lot of like bad stuff about like Call of Duty and how people are very unhappy with the game and what the game developers are doing. I mean, it's Activision, like, what do you really expect, you know? But, you know, it's, like, I feel like Call of Duty at this point just does not care. I feel like it's just a bunch of, like, okay, here's a, you know, let's go, we didn't go in the back, did we? No. It's just like a bunch of season passes and, you know, waiting for the new zombies map to drop, and then that's it. Like, they don't really care about the game. Well, that kind of feels like how Call of Duty is, so. Oh, we'll see. I mean, I'm not really planning on playing that much right now. Like after, I don't know if this is my last round or not. Oh, that's cool. To play Fortnite that much because I don't really like the game. So that's like another reason why, like, I don't hardly play this game. I just play it once in a while. But thank you for subbing to me. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm probably gonna make this my last one. I'm not. I don't know if I thought I saw somebody. I could be wrong. I know I am, but yeah, that has to be a drop crown. That I feel like that's a drop crown, and there's just somebody that's just like camping there. That shot came from behind us. I know my eyes are like not good right now. Ah, there you are. Also, I'm never playing build ever, so that's like. Like that's one thing like I'm never going to do. Yeah, I know he's up top. Don't tell me, is there like fighting? Oh, of course, there's gonna be a double team here. Great, when I don't have anybody around me, then everybody wants to show up. Hey, I think that may have been my first skin right there. Do you not have any light ammo, dude? I thought you did. Come on. Okay, so we got full up on minis. And how much does he have? He has 2 med kits. I forgot I had a scar this whole time. And I... See, that's like another thing, like, I don't even know, I don't even pay attention a lot of times to, like, my loadout. Okay, let's get to the circle. That's what I was trying to do before I got rudely interrupted by someone sniping or shooting at me or getting triple teamed, you know? But I do remember there was a season, I think it was when the P90 came out, or it was there was an SMG and it was like super overpowered, and I think it was called a P90 or something, but it had, I think, what was it, 50 rounds into the clip, into the mag. Sorry. And like, I remember that being like super broken, and of course we get another Slurpee. That's our cue to leave. We did hit him a few times. Okay. I forgot about that. But yeah, that SMG was broken. What the hell, dude? This is probably a mistake, and it turned out to be a good mistake. There is a slurp, I'm about to say Slurpee, a slurp back here. And I do have, yeah. Uh, campfire. Wow, that took me so long. Alright, so we're good. We're good. We're good on a loadout. Whoa! And there has to be somebody up here. And I'm getting shot from behind. Oh my god! Alright, let's go check. Okay, dude, you're fine. I'm not going after you. Die! Oh my god, dude. What the hell? Please leave me alone. Dude, that just was crazy, man. I even remember, like, back in the day, like, Tilted Towers was probably, like, the most... No. Like, the most landing spot that people, like, go to. Damn, I thought... Okay, let's take this. Okay, so as long as this person doesn't rush us, we should be okay. Wasn't like the max at the time, like, of minis that you could get was like 10 or something? Oh, come on, bro. I apologize, sorry. Yeah. I'm getting out of tilted towers. Oh, that's not good. I don't even know if this is the worst. If this is worse than the last one that we were in. I just gotta hope the supply. I think is somebody. I just gotta hope that this supply drop has minis. I'll take that. At this point, I'm gonna need all the shield I can get. I hate this water. Oh my god, move. Go! Get behind this tree. I don't think that the circle's gonna be high ground this time. But I'm gonna try to go up there. Okay, I can't climb up there. Okay. Oh my god. Why didn't I just do that? Why did I try to like... I'm gonna save my minis. Okay. I swear. Oh, they removed that. I think, if I remember, I think you could have like hid behind that waterfall. Oh my god. I'll take the minis. The tree is saving me, bro. I have no idea where this guy is. I'm dead, I think. Yeah. Oh. I thought I actually had it, that one. That was pretty good one. I don't like banners at all. Alright, well, that's gonna do it. I'm not sure what the next game will be. I don't know if we do another NBA or MLB or a sports game, or maybe we'll try to finish up the either Tomb Raider or Assassin's Creed Unity game. I don't know. We'll see how we'll see how I feel. Also, thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you for subscribing to me. It means a lot. And as always, thank you guys very, very much for stopping by and watching, and thank you for hearing me like talk, you know. So thank you. Love you guys. Bye.